Senzo Meyiwa trial. Alibaba crumbles after bank statements show accused was in Gauteng during murder. Bank statements belonging to accused one, Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya, show that he was in Gauteng in 2014 when the then-Bafana Captain Senzo Meyiwa was murdered. This was revealed on Thursday in the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria by State Prosecutor Advocate Ronnie Sibanda. According to Sibiya, he left Gauteng in 2013 and only returned in 2015. He claims that he was in Kwamahlabatini, KwaZulu-Natal. However, Sibanda produced statements saying they were verified by a Capitec Bank employee, though a commissioned affidavit. The statement showed that Sibiya made numerous transactions in Johannesburg between September and October 2014. This is the second time the state has produced evidence that counteracts Sibiya's testimony. In March, data from National Administration Traffic Information System (NATIS) indicates that Sibiya was in Gauteng in 2014. NATIS contains information such as names, addresses, contact information, gender, vehicle details, and infringement notices from the road. The data was analyzed by Pierre Christopher Matlow, who is an investigator for the Road Traffic Management Corporation, RTMC. According to Matlow, information on NATIS shows that Sibiya was in Gauteng as he booked his learner's license test twice in July and September 14. He stated that when Sibiya failed his learner's test in Brakpan, he applied for another booking and managed to secure one in Boksburg. Matlow added that Sibiya provided a Vosloorus address, which proved that he was a Gauteng resident at the time of both bookings. He said that the RTMC Act requires people to make bookings in the province where they reside. Meyiwa was killed on October 26, 2014 while visiting his singer girlfriend Kelly Kumalo at her home in Vosloorus. 5 men, Sibiya, Bongani, Sandiso Ntanzi, Mtombisi Prince Ncube, Mthokoziseni Ziphozonke Maphisa, and Fisokuhle Nkani Ntuli are standing trial for his murder. The trial continues on Friday. 2 of the 5 men accused of killing Bafana Captain Senzo Meyiwa told police in their confession statements that they were paid 100,000 rand to carry out the alleged hit. This was revealed in the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria on Friday after the police read their confession statements. Judge Rata Mokgatleng ruled on Thursday that the confession statements were made freely and voluntarily. The accused had told the court they were assaulted by tubes to make the confessions. The court went into a trial within a trial for 5 months to determine if the confessions were admissible. During the trial within a trial, some of the information from the statements had been dictated. Since the ruling, the court is now hearing the confession statements for the first time after Judge Mokgatleng admitted them into evidence. In the confession statement on the accused number 2, Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi told police that they received 45,000 rand for his role in the murder, and accused number 1, Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya, was paid 30,000 rand. The hit was allegedly ordered by the singer Kelly Kumalo, who has a child with Meyiwa. Meyiwa was shot at Kumalo's Vosloorus home. On Friday, Justice of the Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Solomon Rapadu, who took down Mtanzi's confession on June 19, 2020 in Moroka, read the statement in court. Mtanzi, who was 30 years old at the time, said he received a call in midnight October 2014 from his friend Mthokoziseni Ziphozonke Mapisa, accused number 4, who was in the company of accused number 3, Mtobisi Prince Mncube. After the call, he said he left his workplace and went to meet his friends in Voslorus hostel where they planned the murder. On Sunday between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m., we proceeded to the address. I went in with Carlos Mncube and others took their positions and discussed during the planning. When we entered the house, Carlos shouted in Zulu, "Phansi, imali nama cell phones. Down, money and cell phones." I started collecting cell phones and cash that was in the containers. He said he struggled and ensued after Meyiwa jumped up and fought with Mncube Carlos. 2 shots were fired and the second shot hit Senzo as the gun was pointed at him. I fled into the silver Polo that was waiting outside. Shortly afterwards, everyone was in the car and we went back to the hostel. Upon arriving to the hostel, he said he was given 15,000 and the next day, Mncube gave him another 30,000 rand. Meanwhile, Sibiya said he also received a call from Mncube who told him that there was a job to kill Meyiwa for 100,000 rand. He implicated Khumalo as the one who ordered the hit. Furthermore, Sibiya said that during the discussions, Khumalo called Mncube to confirm whether they were still coming. He further added that they consulted a traditional healer to make sure that the job would go well. They paid 50 rand and later gave him another 5,000 rand. Sibiya said he was paid 30,000 rand for his role. 5 men, Sibiya, Ntanzi, Mncube, Mapisa, and Fisokuhle Ntuli, are standing trial for his murder. They have all pleaded not guilty. The matter has been postponed to Monday. The data was shared on Monday in North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria by Pierre Christopher Matlou, who is an investigator for Road Traffic Management Corporation. However, according to Matlou, he said information of notice shows that Sibiya was in the province as he booked his learner's license test twice in July and September 14th. Meanwhile, he said that RTMC Act requires people to make bookings in the provinces where they reside. Meanwhile, defense attorney Thulani Mncube, who represents Sibiya, challenged Matlou, suggesting that he couldn't be certain whether his client was still in Gauteng during the time of Meyiwa's murder on October 25, 2014. You cannot dispute the fact that at the time this incident, the time of Senzo's death, he says he was in KwaZulu-Natal. No one can come and rebut that he was in KZN, Mncube said. Matlou reiterated that the RTM requires people to make bookings in the province where they reside, and data showed that Sibiya was a Gauteng resident when he made both bookings. Mncube argued that after writing his test in Brakpan and Boksburg, Sibiya returned to Kwamahlabatini in KwaZulu-Natal where he lived. Last week, confession statements from Sibiya and accused to Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi were read in court where they told police that they received money from singer Kelly Khumalo to kill Meyiwa. Ntanzi said he received 45,000 rand for his role in the murder and Sibiya said he was paid 30,000 rand. 5 men, Sibiya, Ntanzi, Mtobisi, Prince Mncube, Mthokoziseni Ziphozonke Mapisa, and Fisokuhle Ntuli, are standing trial for his murder. They all pleaded not guilty. The matter was postponed until April 15th. The details were revealed on Wednesday in the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria. After proceedings were done for the day, Judge Mogoatleng took a brief moment and addressed the court over safety concerns which have been addressed by Mncube. There's a disturbing message that I got from Mr. Ngomezulu, which he suspects arises from the fact that he is counsel in this matter. It appears that there were two persons who visited his home in the morning with very suspicious movements, but fortunately, when they tried to enter his home, the dogs barked. Ngomezulu suspects that they were out to harm him, injure him or kill him because this is what happens in South Africa. Ngomezulu is entitled to all the protection the South African police can offer him, said Judge Mokwateng. Mokwateng advised Ngomezulu to lay a charge so that it can be known that there is an attempt to assail him. Ngomezulu also addressed the court regarding an interview that Kaya FM had with legendary music producer Selo Chito Twala on Tuesday evening. They were discussing about the evidence of Senzo Meyiwa, and when he challenged my competency, he said I lack competency and doesn't know why I drag him to this court, said Ngomezulu. Mokwateng said he can't comment on that aspect. Ngomezulu said he just wanted to inform the court about what Twala said in his interview. The alleged comments by Twala come after Ngomezulu insisted that police fabricated evidence and framed the 5 murder accused. Ngomezulu, who represented accused 1, Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya, requested that a statement made by Senzo Meyiwa, the slain soccer star's brother, be read in court. In the statement, Twala's son, Longwe Twala, was named as the shooter. According to Senzo's statement, Orlando Pirates boss Irvin Khoza told him that his brother was not shot by robbers, he was allegedly shot by Longwe when he was having a fight with his then-girlfriend, Zandile Khumalo. State Prosecutor Advocate George Baloyi interjected and said Khoza had submitted a statement refuting Senzo's claim. Ngomezulu argued that submitting a statement was not the only way to refute statements before the court and added that Khoza should be also called to testify in court. May I submit to say even Khoza enjoys no privilege not to come and testify. He should be subpoenaed to come and confirm or refute this, he said. He added that he wants Khoza, Twala, and Meyiwa's then-girlfriend, Kelly Khumalo, to be subpoenaed so that they can testify in court. Meyiwa was killed while visiting his singer girlfriend, Khumalo, at her home in Vosloorus. In the house on that day were Khumalo and the younger sister, Zandile, their mother, Ntombi Khumalo, Makhumalo, Longwe, Senzo's friend, Mtokozisi Twala, and Tumelo Madlala, Kelly's then 4-year-old son, Christian, and Tingo, her daughter with Senzo. 5 men, Sibiya, Bongani, Sandiso Ntanzi, Mtobisi, Prince Mncube, Mtokoziseni Sipho Sonke, Mapisa, and Fisokuhle Nkani Ntuli are standing trial for his murder. The trial continues on Thursday.